Well, hi, crafty family. How are you doing today? I am Eve with the baby's booty, and tonight we are coming to you with a very frequently asked question. And that question is, what embroidery machine should I buy? Now, there's a two-part reason to this question that we're going to do, but we're going to talk about it in some detail. And then we'll also do a project that will show you just what you can do with a 4x4 embroidery machine and what you can do with a larger size hoop machine. So that's what we'll do and add a little bit of bling to it in the meantime. But until we do that, I want to say howdy and how are you doing? And thank you for joining us this evening. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and hang out with us this evening. Now, I did notice in the chat while I was waiting on the countdown and stuff that many people were saying, hello to Mr. McQuackins. Not sure that he's going to be in here tonight. If he is, he'll be in a little bit late. He's worn out because the funeral for his uncle was today. We went to that, and it took a lot out of him. So it's been a very long day. So hopefully he'll join us in a little bit, but for right now, I'm going to let him rest. Okay. So meanwhile, here on our channel, we like to go over a lot of mini cool crafting adventures. We do embroidery, rhinestones, vinyl. We also do some lasering from time to time, but our primary focus generally is rhinestones. And we want to let you know that the buy-in is on and popping. You will have 7 days from today to place in your order, and then the current buy-in will close. But don't fret if you aren't able to join in on the buy-in, because we also have our Hotfix which is open all the time. It does not shut down. So the Hotfix store is there to help satisfy those blingy needs that you may have. Also, we also do embroidery on this channel. That's not what I wanted to say. We also want to showcase some rhinestone designs on this channel. That's what I was going to mention. We have our resident expert designer, one of many on this channel, and he offers a set of rhinestone designs at a very special price for you guys, a discounted price every week. And this week is no exception. Absolutely adorable rhinestone designs. We're going to scroll through a few tonight, and then we'll get started on our embroidery slash blingy journey. So let me pull up the website. Thank you so very much to you guys for the condolences. I definitely appreciate it because it has been a very tough day. Let's see, Rhinestone Mechanic. Let's share screen and let you see what he has this week. So we are going to go to that screen and boom. So here is the main page to Rhinestone Mechanic. But if you click the link in the description, it will take you directly to his website. So, and directly to our category of designs. But for now, I'm going to click on the baby's booty down here and look, it pops up our latest designs. And look at how cute they are. We've got coffee braid. We've got a little sloth that says take a nap. We have a gorgeous heart. I really wanted to do this one tonight. It was between this one and pray on it. But I didn't get a chance to. But say I love you. And then we have blessed mom all day, every day. Pray on it, pray over it, pray through it. And then we have young at heart, slightly older in other places, which is hilarious. And then we have officially checked out. And then we have mystery box. Now the mystery box is always $2 every week. No matter what day it is, that never changes. But these designs, these $5 designs, will change in price in 24 hours. So you have 24 hours to jump on these designs and get them at this price. After tomorrow night, the price goes up. Okay, so wanted to definitely share that because those are super cute designs. And so now I'm going to jump into the chat. I know this is a part that some people don't care for, but I do definitely want to say hello to the folks who have come and joined us in the chat, and we might get to ring a bell. Who knows? So let's check on the chat. We had Precious Pieces in here super early. Hey, Precious Pieces, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate that. Hey, Donzel, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We also have Renee Meyer. Welcome, Renee. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We have Patricia Johnson. Thank you so very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Judy Angelman. Welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Kelly Wyatt. Welcome. We got Miss Carol Coleman. Hey, honey. Welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Sylvia Dinkins. Welcome and thank you also for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Miss Marta. Hey, Marta. Welcome. Kevin Moore, hello, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Shay Shay, hey honey, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We also have Miss Sharon Davenport, hey honey, welcome, and hopefully you're doing okay. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. If I didn't say it already, Terry Hunt, Victoria's Creations, welcome to the both of you. Leslie Cash Tips, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Then we have Stacy Hurward, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And so Crafty is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We have Jesse Gibson, Dennis Cheatham. Welcome to the both of you and thank you for hanging out with us this evening. Then we also have Miss JB, who is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you. We got Dimps in the house. Hey, Dimps, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us, honey bunny. Did they let my people call you free? I think you are free on Sunday nights. I'm not sure. Josette Lovercheck, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And Nicole Reeves is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you very much. Tracy Murray, hey, honey, welcome. Was just talking about you earlier. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us this evening. And oh, I didn't say it correctly. Hey, Sheila Cushionberry. Oh my gosh, it is one of those days. Then Visionary Creations, Applique Getaway. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I am super excited to meet you. Please be sure to let me know that I said that so that we can say hi. Mylene Smith, Knickknack Nurse, Baby Giant Services LLC. Welcome. Thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate it. Then we got Marika Rice. Love it. Welcome. Love the way your name is spelled. Super cute. Robin S. Mylene Smith, Minerva's Handmade Creations. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. And let's see. I thought I saw a bell ringer in here. Gail Designs, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And thank you for letting me hang out with the Pat Chat crew the other day. That was fun. Hey, Unbiased LLC, welcome. Thank you for hanging out. The Logo Zone, welcome. Stacy Collins, welcome. Monica H, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And DKC Crafts LLC, thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And I need to start scrolling, y'all, so that we can get started. Even though this is probably hands down the easiest one of the easiest in the hoop projects ever. Now, normally I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a super easy in the hoop project. And this one really is, and it involves a zipper. So if you've ever been intimidated by a zipper, you don't have to worry about that tonight. So we will be working with a zipper and doing a pouch. It's super cute. Quinique Creations, 90s Journey, welcome, Precious Pieces, 4G Town, Gwendolyn Jackson, Greg Barker, Jeannie Harmon, Marlene Kelsey, Denisha Mitchell, Fabulous is 32, Teresa Sister Heart Crafts and Things, Reba Phillips, Blue Emerald Creations, Sandra, welcome everyone. Thank you so very much. Now I did get your email, Tanyu. Hey Tanyu, welcome. Thank you for hanging out and for being a YouTube group member as well. I saw a bell ringer. Let me see if I can find it again because I'm super excited to ring this bell. Magically Michael. Love it. Welcome. Let's see. Denisha's in Huntsville, Alabama. Welcome. Oh, you ordered the cut needle, Michael? Yes, honey. I haven't installed it yet. We've been out of town all day with the funeral and stuff, so I didn't get to install it, but I hope so. Sheila Cushionberry got a bell ring for her Romeo. You know, you might hear an echo because my phone over there wants to be super loud, even though I'm supposedly got some headphones hooked to it and that ain't trying to work. So anyway, but congratulations, Sheila Cushionberry, on your new Romeo. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations on the Romeo. And I think somebody else got a Romeo too. We were talking about it the other day. Let's see. Oh, you had your Romeo for 3 weeks magically, Michael. I don't think I rang the bell for you. Congratulations on yours. Holla. Yes, honey. Yes. Michael was like, I didn't ask you to ring the bell for me. My bad. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Make sure I did not miss anything. Hey, Handmade Haven Creations, welcome. You on the clock? Oh Lord. Tell them people, let my people. Well, I don't want to say let my people go. Greg Barker, hey, Craftable Things, welcome. Welcome. Karen says she's watching for work, so probably be in the bushes. Okay, be safe at work. Be safe at work. Hey, Delonda, welcome, welcome. Oh, y'all, I still got to do my Smexy shirt. I still got to do that. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing a bell ring. D. Smith, welcome. You got your HTV Runt mug press and a new heat press Sunshine. Congratulations on your new baby. Holla. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay, so let me see. Make sure I didn't miss. If I missed another one, please let me. Oh, Sierra Williams got her 9B brother PE 900 embroidery machine. Holla! Yes, honey. Yes. And Naomi Butler got a new HTV Runt auto press. Holla! Yes, honey. Congratulations. So let's see. Who else do we have? Make sure I'm not missing anything. If I did, I'm sure she will let me know. She is awesome sauce. Let's see. How do I get a bell? Stacy, if you are, let's see, you are. So if you go in the community tab here on YouTube and you click community tab, and then you scroll down, there should be a post in there that's where you can get a bell, and you click the link. I need to repost it and put it back at the top so that people can get to it a little bit faster, but I will work on that if I don't forget. Okay. It's the way my memory been set up lately. It's crazy. It's crazy. So let's say, let me see, because I'm ready to get over there and get to this project. You got a new monster hoop? Yes, Miss Sandra. Which machine is it for? Congratulations on your monster hoop. I'm hoping that my monster hoop will come in next week. I'm hoping that it does because I love magnetic hoops, and I don't have a 4x4 hoop on that machine. I only have a 2x2, then it skips to a 5x7, then it goes to a 6x10, which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. So I ordered the monster hoop in the 4x4, and it was more affordable because the other ones are a little more pricey for my budget right now. And I'm still making payments on that thing. So hopefully the 4x4 will be in this week, and then eventually I'll work on trying to get the others. But for right now, I'm good. Up Designs has been a member for 13 months. Yes, honey. Yes. Shay said she ain't buying new. She was ringing the bell for others. Your HTV Run and embroidery machine is old. It's okay. Even if it's new to you. Hey, Victoria's Creations. Hey, Annette Price. So let's switch cameras and we will go over to well, actually, I'm going to show you guys the project we're going to work on tonight. Greg Barker, thank you for being a member. Yes, honey. Yes, for 10 months. Greg Barker, thank you so very much. We definitely appreciate you. And I see JC Productions got a sublimation printer. Holla. Yes, honey. Okay, so let's go to, I'm going to share screen again really quick and show you. Now, the monster hoops are for what embroidery machine? Now, Elevate Artistry, I don't know what Sandra's machine is that her monster hoop is for, but my machine will be showing it here shortly. It is the Burnett Yaya Han edition of the 79 B79. Yeah, B79. So we'll be talking about that here in a moment. Thank you to Be Young and Gifted in Black. The link is in the description below for these jokers. These are the pair I wear. I've had them for a year and some now. I just don't usually remember to change out my tops. That's the crazy thing. Barbara Bonaparte, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, honey. Yes, big hugs to you. Thank you so, so much for the super chat. We definitely appreciate any and all support of our channel. So let me go over Gigi's Boutique. I love it. I absolutely love that machine. It is, I've talked to you guys many times about Designs by Little B. Hey Dee Dee, honey. And Designs by Little B just comes up with the cutest embroidery in the hoop designs for large machines, small machines, blah blah, and everything in between. And her 4x4 designs are plentiful, which is why we're going to get into the discussion that we're talking about tonight. But this is what we're doing tonight is one of the newer embroidery designs that she just posted this weekend. Like I got the Beach Life set. That's super cute. I'm excited about the Beach Life. But this one here, the tall, skinny vinyl zipper pouch, y'all, this thing is like hands down the easiest one of the zipper pouches I've come across. It's literally like 5 steps, if that. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it in a couple of different sizes so that you can see the motions and how we're going to go through doing this pouch, because this doesn't even show the full pouch, so that you can see it. Okay. So I'm going to switch to let's switch to this one. And then we are going to change our audio to this one. And then we're going to add this audio. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me decently, because once I start cranking this up, hopefully it won't be too loud over the top of the embroidery machine, since the phone is right there. I hope not. Let's see. Oh, you watched the premiere? Yeah, that pouch is super, super, super easy. I saw something I was going to comment on. Sharon Davenport, I don't have an affiliate link to the Monster Hoops. I think they might be in the, I'll have to check if they're at All Stitch. If they're at All Stitch, then the link is in the description for my embroidery supplies. That link takes you to, actually, it takes you to DIME. So DIME does have Monster Hoops. So you can click there, and where it says my embroidery supplies. I also have a link for All Stitch, but I don't know that it's active on in my description. So you can do either one, I'm sure. Felicia Andres, hey Kim Lace, if you go, hey Sean, how are you? If you go to like our channel is youtube.com/C for channel / the baby's booty Charlotte. And at the end of the baby's booty Charlotte, if you type /join, then it will automatically take you to the join sign up page. But it should be in the description as well somewhere. There's no telling where it's at though, because we have so many links down there. It's crazy. All right, so what we need to do to start with this, I've already printed out the measurements for the vinyl that's needed for this bag. You only need 3 pieces of vinyl for this bag. We're going to start with the 4x4, and that's 2 pieces that are 2 inches wide by 5 inches long. So long and skinny pieces. And then the back of the bag is 3.5 by 5 inches. Okay. And then it says that you need at least a 5-inch zipper, but I've been telling you guys, just grab like some 9 to 10 inch long zippers, so that you can adjust them, because we cut them anyway. So you don't have to buy small zippers for small projects. Do I have a case or folder in your store for, no, Mylene, I I do, but not for the buy-in. The rhinestone templates and stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Do you have a case or folder in your store? Oh, I don't know. I get it off of Amazon. Thank you, Sheila. That's what I was saying yesterday. Sometimes I read stuff too quickly and too wrong. Okay, so let me grab my stabilizer first, okay? And I'm getting tearaway stabilizer. I have my cutaway right here, but this is tearaway stabilizer right here. And Yanni is kind of big, so I need a little bit of room. And then my hoop is right here. And I think this is this tearaway? This is tearaway. So technically I could use this. I don't want to waste it. So I do have some tearaway on here already. So we're going to use this. Now this is a much bigger hoop than 4x4. Miss Nene Designs, thank you so very much for being a member for 28 months. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. So this is a much bigger hoop than the 4x4 size hoop. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can show you a 4x4 hoop right here somewhere. Yep. So getting into our discussion, this is a great segue into our discussion. So this is a 4x4 hoop, okay? So this entire area is not what you have to embroider. You actually have an area right here in the middle of this hoop that equals 4 inches this way and 4 inches that way. Now, if that is, if you are a beginner and want to get into embroidery and see if you like embroidery, I would strongly suggest getting the Brother 4x4 embroidery machine. Why would I suggest that? Because and your budget, if your budget is no more than about $500, then I would definitely suggest getting the 4x4 Brother embroidery machine. Number one, you can get it easily, usually at Walmart. Walmart in their sewing section, crafting section, they usually have sewing machines. And in a lot of instances, that we have one at our Walmart sitting on the shelf. So a lot of times you can walk right into the store, grab it, and walk right back out. Alternatively, you can get it off of Amazon if you can't find it in your local Walmart. The 4x4 embroidery machine, yes, this is a very small footprint. And there isn't a whole heck of a lot that you can do with a 4x4 machine if you have a narrow mindset. There's a lot that you can do with the 4x4 embroidery machine, and we've done plenty of projects here on this channel to show you what all you can do. So we are going to do a 4x4 project on this machine while we're discussing some things about different embroidery machines of different sizes and price points, and then let you guys make a decision of what you can do. This is if you want to get into doing embroidery machine or embroidery. Where can you get the double-sided tape? You don't need double-sided tape for this project. That would that be heating bond, or would that be for this project? No, this project does not need any tape whatsoever. The only thing it needs is tear away stabilizer. It needs a zipper, and it needs some vinyl. That's it. We're not talking about vinyl that you would cover. Well, you could actually use the vinyl that you would cover a chair with, because I have that over here as well. But this particular project, I'm just using just this holographic looking strip vinyl. It's got some fuzz on the back. I got this from Joann's. You also can get this type of vinyl, faux vinyl material from Hobby Lobby. They have it on like a spool about yay big. That's perfect for this project. So there is some options that you can do that. And Kim Lace, we are going to get into that as well. Hopefully I don't forget your point, because that's an excellent point as to talking about this particular machine in it specifically. So what I'm going to do also is we're going to, let's see, I'm gonna swap cameras actually. That's what I'm going to do to make it a little bit easier. So here is the embroidery machine right here. Let me see if I can get you guys a little bit closer. Hopefully you can see a little bit better there. All right, and so like I said, tonight we're just going to use this hoop, which is a little bigger, but it's still a 4x4 embroidery design. Okay, so I'm going to slide this on. I don't remember if I slide that on first or put the embroidery design loaded on first. I can't remember, but we're going to go with putting that on first. Actually, let's back it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. All right. Hey, Dr. Phil, welcome. So I'm going to go to my USB drive, and I do have all of my pouches here, but this one I know is the 4x4. So we're going to touch this one. And why is it not going in? There we go. Okay. So now it's loaded. And it's at the starting. Oh, what color do I have up here? Not that it really matters. That's a good color. So I have like this gray. Let me pull it down some. It's like a gray color. That's going to match this bag perfectly, actually. So let's go here, make sure that's good, and go here and start the machine. Now, as we're talking about it, I'm going to go ahead and bring my zippers over so that I can pick out a zipper color. And then we will do the first stitch. Now, again, this is one of the easiest projects to do. Use the 4x4 for the pill bottle, and it said my hoop was too small, so I sized up. But I should have been able, yes, you should have been able to use the 4x4 as long as the design was not over 3.94 by 3.94. So I would let me double check that design and make sure that the 4x4 version is actually 4x4 friendly. The brother machines are very user friendly. You won't need a lot of support with it that you can't get from YouTube, and that's true. Oh, there it was. Vantage aging. Can you use a different size hoop on the 4x4 machine? So the answer to that question, hey Paulette Lee, the answer to that question is yes and no. Okay. And hopefully I will be able to show you what I mean by yes and no as we get started with this project. So with the, and let me know if that's too loud for what we're doing tonight, but with the 4x4 embroidery machine, although you're limited in your space, you do have an option to go a little bit bigger, but there's what's the word I want to use? There is a hack. There is a hack that you can use to go bigger than 4x4. And the hack is there's a hoop that you can purchase off of Amazon. It's an aftermarket hoop, meaning brother did not make this hoop. And that hoop is a repositional hoop. And I have a couple of videos on YouTube in regards to the repositional hoop and how to use it. The hack involves you having to have some kind of software to be able to cut a design up into 4x4 chunks, and that's where the hack comes in. So yes, there is a hoop that you can buy that's aftermarket, but does it come with one, and does brother support one? At this time, no, they don't. But yes, you can use it, and you're limited a little bit in, like, you very few in the hoop projects will you be able to do with that hack. So that's the other downside to it. For this first pouch. Actually, I want to do a color. I don't want to do black. I was going to do a black zipper, but we're going to go with green since it's right here. I want to do a color. All right, so I'm going to pull this out just a little bit more. I tried to pull it out. There we go. Hopefully that's going to be good enough where you can see the table as well. Hey, Tina Johnson. So as you can see, it's very faint, but this is 4x4. It's very small in comparison to the whole size of this hoop, because this hoop is a 5x7 size hoop, but this is a 4x4 design. So that doesn't look like much, but what we're going to do at this point is we are going to add our zipper. Okay, so to add the zipper, you just take a zipper and lay it right here in the smack dab middle. Okay, so smackety dabbity right here in the middle of this design. Okay, so I'm gonna set that flush so that I can tear off some tape. And then after we take this down and start the next stitches, which will stitch down this zipper, then we'll talk a little bit more than the 4x4. Yes, you can use more than one color on a 4x4 hoop. That's the thing with the single needle machines. You can use as many colors like you do on a multi-needle machine. The difference with the multi-needle machine, and we can go over that as well here in a little bit briefly, we can go over that. But the difference with the multi-needle machine is that you just have several colors assigned to different needles, and when the zipper will be face up, Shay. When you go to use your multi-needle, you don't have to change out the colors. You just tell it to use a different needle and it'll slide to the different needle and stitch out the project. But with our single needle embroidery machines, you have to take this color off to change to the color that you want. Okay. And Karen, we're going to get to that too. So with the 4x4 embroidery machine, again, for that particular machine, uh-oh, what happened? There's something going on up here. I'm gonna rethread it because it's telling me upstairs is running wild. But with the single needle embroidery, the 4x4 embroidery machine, if that's all your budget can handle, because I know when I first started doing embroidery, I really wanted to do embroidery, and that was all I could afford at the time. So that's what I had to get. Now, if I had have been able to afford, you know, because at that time when I bought my 4x4 embroidery machine, the 5x7s were about $650 or something like that. If I could have been able to swing that amount, I would have gotten one. But I couldn't swing that. I could only, and the only reason I could swing the very first 4x4 embroidery machine that I got was because it was a Black Friday sale. So I was able to get a really good deal. The other good thing about the 4x4 embroidery machine is a lot of times you can find them on Facebook Marketplace for a little or nothing, like because people are trying to upgrade or they just realize that embroidery isn't for them. That's the other reason why if you're let's pause that. That did not work out, y'all. You see what happened? I got something tangled up in my bobbin. Okay. So let's take this off. And hopefully I can cut this thread. Okay. I don't know what happened. But it's no worries because I'll take this out real quick. Make sure I don't have any other thread down in there. And rethread this bobbin. All right. Where is it? There we go. Can't see because the light over here is not on. I could turn it on. Oh, there we go. I was over too far. Okay, so we've rethreaded our boobins, and I'm going to have to change this out. So I'm gonna take this off, and actually let's change this so that you can see what's going on. There. Okay, so this got the tearaway. That's the downside to tearaway. If it gets caught, if your thread acts up in the bobbin area and gets caught, it will tear your tearaway stabilizer, but that's still not an issue. Just simply tear it out and start over. It's no big deal. That's why I love it. So I want it as big as I could afford. Yes. Do you think the combo is okay? I do, Dee Dee. I do. Especially if you don't have especially if you don't have a sewing machine, you can change them out. Like this particular machine that I'm using now is a combination machine, and I do not intend to use it for sewing at all because I have a separate sewing machine. So the downside to the combination machines is that you will have to take the time to break the machine down, but once you get the hang of it, it doesn't take very long to switch it out. So that's not an issue. All right, so here is my stabilizer. All right, it's easy peasy mac and cheesy with that stabilizer box. All right, so we're gonna start over, which again, this is a simple project. So it won't take us long to start over because we were at the beginning anyways. So going back to the 4x4 machine, combination machine, yes, if you can swing it, that I wouldn't discourage you from getting that. There we go. And then the brother, like I said, the entry point on that is roughly $350 to $400 depending upon where you get it. So it's a lower entry price point, and then that way if you decide that's not something that you want to do or want to get into, then it doesn't necessarily hurt anything. Come on, fam. Why aren't you copying? Sometimes I think I'm supposed to use this thing, and I knew you was gonna do that. That's not what I want. Is it because I deleted it? Let me see. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Thank you, Sheila. So let's start over. Wait a minute, let me, yeah, I rethreaded it earlier. So it's gonna stitch the same thing. All right, so if that's your price point, then yes. If you can do more, that opens up a lot of options for you. So anywhere, so like I said, the 4x4 brother embroidery machine is right there $400 to $450 unless you're able to get it used. Then you can get it for even less in a lot of instances. I remember I got one for $250 off of Amazon, off of Facebook Marketplace. So you have some options and some wiggle room if you were really super interested in getting into it and wanted to invest. And a lot of times you can find a 4x4 embroidery machine on Facebook Marketplace barely used. So, you know, that's how that could go. Of course, you're taking a chance buying it used, but that option is available out there. Now, the other part to that is if you can afford a little more, say more in the range of $800 to $1,200, then there are some other options available to you. And that's where we're going to get into a little bit more of the little bit bigger embroidery machines, such as the Brother PE 900, which is a 5x7 embroidery machine. And that's just one version of their 5x7 embroidery machine. Like they have, just like with the 4x4, they have other embroidery machine model numbers that are 4x4. So when you're looking for a 4x4 or a 5x7, just type in brother 4x4 or brother 5x7, and you'll come up with a lot of options. Now, keep in mind, I do want to let you know that I am not an affiliate for Brother at all. I'm only suggesting these machines because I use them myself personally, and they came through for a heifer in the clutch because I wanted to learn, and they were affordable. And at one point, as my business grew, because I was running a small business with that 4x4 embroidery machine, I needed more equipment. So I just added more 4x4 embroidery machines because I was able to do certain projects, which I'm going to show you one. I was able to do certain projects and still be able to make a profit with such a small machine. Okay. So with the larger embroidery machine, the 5x7, for instance, you're going to invest more, but you'll be able to do more. Your projects, you'll be able to go bigger. You'll be able to get more options of sizes, and we'll see that once we get done with this 4x4 project. We'll do a little bit bigger of a project. The 5x7 also does have the option of doing a sewing embroidery combination if you want to, or you can do just a embroidery machine if you want to. Let me pull this out. So now what we've done is we've tacked down the zipper. Again, this is 4x4. So we've already tacked down the zipper. I don't know how well you can see those stitches right there. Let's change this so that hopefully it will help. Yep, that's the right one. And so there's the stitches. So our zipper is tacked down. If I wanted to, I could take this tape off, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it there for the time being. So now what we want to do is we want to add one side of the pouch. And if we look at the instructions for the 4x4 bag, we're doing the two pieces that are 2 inches by 5 inches. So here's our vinyl that's 2 inches, but is way longer than 5 inches because I'm gonna cut it down. Okay, so this is 30 to 35. So let's give this a cut. And I need 2 pieces for the front of the bag. So we'll set this down on the hoop. And what she suggested is you lay this not all the way up against the zipper, but kind of just a little bit away from the zipper so that the zipper pull has enough room to go back and forth without any issues. So let's put this right on the zipper, and we're making sure that we're covering up these stitches on this side. So you see there are no stitches showing once I lay this down. So that's why 5 inches is a little big. See how much bigger this is than that side? But that's because it wants to be generous. We want to be generous and give you more than enough room to cover those stitches. Okay, so now that we have that, I can tape it down, but y'all know how I am about my shortcuts. It's not necessarily a good thing, but that's what we're going with. So I'm going to start stitching this down. All right, so going back to the 5x7 embroidery machine versus the 4x4, you're going to pay more for the 5x7 because you can do more projects with the 5x7. It's a bigger embroidery field. The machine itself is a little bit bigger. You have a bigger hoop that you can use. So yes, you're going to have a bigger price point with that 5x7 embroidery machine. Now, once you start getting into the 5x7 embroidery arena, your options for sewing machine brands will widen. Okay, And we're going to talk about that real quick. After we lay this down, here's the other side to the front of the bag. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Lay it a good little distance away from the teeth of the zipper. And make sure that our rectangle that's up under here is completely covered and that stitch line. And then we're going to stitch this side. All right. So whenever you make the decision to get into doing any of your crafting, then you have to decide what price point it is that you're going to go with. It's just how that cookie crumbles. You know what? I don't have any green ribbon, do I? Nope, I don't. So let's see what color ribbon I got right here. I have black, purple. So we're going to go with black. I really don't want black because I could have used the black zipper and I did not take that opportunity because I forgot about the ribbon. You know what? Let's not add a ribbon. Well, no, I do want to add a ribbon to this one. Sorry. All right, so I'm making this project a little bit more complicated than what it has to be, but it's a small thing. It's a small option that I do like with my zipper pouches. I do like to have the little keychain ribbon thing attachment on it, so that's why I'm doing this part. But it's simple. All you do is take a ribbon, fold it, and then you lay it on. Let's pull this off so that you can see what's happened. Actually, let's do step by step. So the first thing we did was we stitched 2 rectangles, right? And it had a space. That space, hey Donzel, that space is where you wanted to add your zipper, okay? So my zipper is there. Now that we've added the zipper, and you can tell my little vinyl is a little bit crooked, I can trim this if I want to, but I'm not going to. But our zipper is here. We laid it in place. We taped it down. Then we tacked down the zipper. So now that the zipper is stitched in place, we added our one side, our right side of our pouch, and set it there. It has stitched, as you see, the rectangle around it. Then we laid down the other side. It stitched the rectangle around that one. And so now our front part of our pouch, for the most part, is done. The only thing that I choose to have left is to add a key fob attachment so that I can do a key ring and hang it from my keys or hang it from my purse if I want to. So you just take a little piece of grosgrain ribbon, fold it in half, and I'm gonna lay it right here over the side of one of these sides of that bottom. Can you see that? See how that stitch line, that whole rectangle, or I could put it up here. It doesn't matter, whatever side you want to. I can put it on this side if I want to, but I have to make sure that the loop is to the inside and the extra part is to the outside, okay? But I need to make sure that it's covered and will stitch. And actually the whole thing is going to stitch, so I could put it a little bit higher, but it's going to stitch a square all around. So let me tape this down so that it won't move. Tape becomes your painter's tape will become your friend with these projects, in the hoop projects. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is I want to go ahead at this time and I'm going to move my zipper into the middle of the project, just like that. And I'm gonna zip it to the very center of the project, and then I have my ribbon here. And so now I'm going to add the back of my bag. Now the back of the bag is 3.5 inches by 5 inches. Okay, so this piece is actually 5 inches wide, so I'm going to cut a 3.5 piece of this. Is it open here? And we're going to lay this face down on top. Okay, so when I lay this face down, I need to make sure that my ribbon, my thing is in the middle, all of this, every stitch on here is covered over. Okay, I need to make sure all of that is covered so I don't see any stitches whatsoever once I put this back on the machine. And then we're going to stitch this in place. All right, so let's go back to our so it's going to stitch that back part down. Hey, Martin Jones, welcome. So again, once you make the decision which embroidery machine you want to go with, if you're able to go with a higher price point, then your options increase. You have a lot more options available to you that you can go with. For instance, you can go with Husqvarna, which is a single needle embroidery machine. There's also Eversone, is an embroidery machine. Brother, of course, is still a contender, a very good contender. But you have a lot of different options available. And then you also have the option of whether you should go with a machine that you can buy from a dealer, or whether you would get one from off of Amazon, so to speak. Brother is generally what you would get off of Amazon, but the other machines that are a little bit bigger, you're probably going to wind up having to get them from a dealer, because those machines usually come with some form of support. So like Husqvarna had their machines available in Joann's Fabrics and Crafts, but the dealers were in the Joann's Fabrics and Crafts. Then you have, like, for instance, Burnett or Bernina, those are at dealers. You even have some of the 5x7 Brother machines available at the dealers. But by getting them from the dealers, you get usually warranty support. You also usually get repairs and stuff like that that you can get with that machine. And you get lessons a lot of times to teach you how to use the machine and how to use it properly. So we're done with the pouch. That was it. So now what we need to do is cut this out. So I'm going to grab my scissors, my skizzers. And you need a decent pair of scissors to cut through vinyl. And you don't want to cut super close to the edge of your stitching. You want to cut a decent amount away so that you don't cut through your vinyl. Let me switch this back so that you can see this a little bit better, so I can hold it up right here instead of up super high. Okay, so we're just going to cut all along this square that we cut. Now, if you remember, a lot of the In the Hoop projects that we've done on this channel so far, especially live, this part wasn't usually stitched and then closed all the way. But this particular one is. We don't have a lining on the inside of this pouch. It's just the pouch itself, which is why it makes it so super easy to make. So as you see, it was just 3 pieces of vinyl, 5 stitch steps, and that was it. Okay, so here is our 4x4 pouch. Okay, and you're like, I don't see a 4x4 pouch. Well, give me a moment and we'll show you. And that's where this is. Now, the other question that a lot of times people ask, and we even had the question asked about the multi-needle machine, is how do you know which multi-needle machine has the best value for you? Okay, hey, Tammy King, welcome. So again, this is tearaway stabilizer. So I'm just going to start tearing this stabilizer away, just like so. Start ripping so that you can see your zipper, and you can tear the rest of this away if you want to. on this side. Perfect. Tearaway stabilizer. That's why it's named that. All right. And so now that we've torn all of that away, I'm going to reach inside this little section where I zip the zipper in halfway. That's why it's super important to remember to zip that zipper in before you lay the complete back of the pouch on the thing. So reach in here, and you don't see the tab where you pull your zipper. So I'm just going to reach in there and I'm going to flip it up, because I found that it helps you move that zipper down when you flip up the tab. Okay. And you probably could, I probably could have flipped it up when I zipped it halfway before putting the back on. I may, if I remember to do that, I may have to do that. But once you do that, then you turn this inside out, and you got a super cute little pencil pouch. Well, this isn't a pencil pouch. This is probably more like a change pouch or something like that. But this design, she made it a long and skinny design so that it could be a pencil pouch type of deal. Okay. So now that we flipped it inside out, I'm going to take the time to poke out the corners. There's my little tab for my key fob or key ring. Turn it inside out. I absolutely love this holographic vinyl material. Love it. It's soft, it's pliable, and it's adorbs. So glad I found this at Joann's. All right. And so my little corners are poked out. I probably could poke them out a little bit more, but guess what? We're done. That's how easy this pouch was. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy, lemon squeezy, whatever you want to say. That's how easy this was. Okay. So you got you a little pouch that you can use and make stuff and put stuff in. So that's the other thing that I absolutely love about these In the Hoop projects. A lot of them are things that are practical, like that you actually can use and do something with them other than just being super cute. Okay, so here is one version, and we're going to make another one that's a little bit bigger so that you can see the 5x7 versions, or the larger versions, not virgins, Lord Jesus, of this pouch. We talking about drinks on the show. Is that the type day I done had? We talking about drinks. That's about the only way I can drink it, is a virgin drink. All right, so let's clean up. And part of the reason I wanted to get into the discussion with you guys about the right embroidery machine for you is because there's some other factors that you want to keep in mind when you are trying to decide what machine to get, right? So you also have, like I mentioned, you have the 5x7 machines, and once you get into the 5x7 arena, then you're looking at other brands. So how do you know what brand you want to go with? Small tissues, yeah, that would be super cute. How do you know what brand you want to go with? Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go here. Let's delete this, and then we'll go back out. And we will do the 5x7 pouch. Let's do the pins. It wants to be crazy. There we go. I don't know why that's being finicky. All right, so let's get our stabilizers. I'm gonna hang my scissors back up. Move that stabilizer. So how do you know what brand to go with? If you don't mind, and you're in the chat and you have a single needle embroidery machine, please let me know what brand embroidery machine you have, single needle. Because there are several brands out there. So let us know what brand it is that you have. Because for what type of file, I'm using a DST. Because this machine, that's another thing I love about the Burnett. Like, it will take 5 different embroidery file formats. I love that. Janome Singer, brother. Janome. Faf. Thank you, Miss JD. She is Faf. My first machine was 4x4, and now your largest hoop is, I'm assuming that's 6x10. Husqvarna Viking Girl, Baby Lock, very good. Janome, brother. I have two brother machines, bought both from dealers. They were trade-ins. That's another good way to get an embroidery machine is trade-ins. Yes. B70, yes, I know what Shay Shay has. Husqvarna Topaz 50. Where did I get the stabilizer holder cutter? Latanya, the link is in the description where my embroidery supplies come from. It's from DIME Designs and Machine Embroidery. And Sheila Cushionberry earlier posted the link directly to it. But if you want to click her link, you can. The affiliate link is down below as well. So this is my other question to you all and to anyone else, actually. Even if you're welcome. Even if you don't have a single needle machine, if you have an embroidery machine, or if you now this question is for anyone. Even if you have a printer, or if you have like a sublimation printer, if you have a cutter, whether that's Cricut, Brother, Scan and Cut, whether it's Silhouette, Romeo, why did you go with that brand? What was the most important thing to you when you chose that piece of equipment? That's my question to you. Why is this the super long one? Then that's not the one I need. So we're going to take that off and go with the other one, because I don't have that hoop on. So I guess it's this one then. Yep, it was that one. Why did you go with that brand? That's what I would like to ask you guys. Oh, 3 of your embroidery machines are brother. Your favorite is the SE 1900. Your largest hoop is a 7x12 on the older machine. Nice. Baby Lock 1 needle 6 spools. Nice. Disney machine. Nice. Baby Lock Allure. Nice. If she still works, good. We ain't getting rid of her if she still works. Janet Brooks says the price. Wanda says the hoop size. I'm sorry, Josette, says the hoop size. Wanda McAnee says 350 millimeters by 360 is 14 by 14. Oh, that's nice. Spilling the Diversity says design expansion and ease of use. Faf, Miss JB says mini hoops. Shay Shay, Burnett because of size and price. Nice. You have all of the above. Sublimation, Cricut, multi-needle. Learn in most cases is important to think beyond right now. That's a good point, Delonda. That is a good point, because you want to think for expansion. And if you don't have the ability to expand right now, but you have the capability to purchase to expand, then it is a good idea to go ahead and expand. Diana says hoop size. Judy says I started with Cricut because my kids gave it to me for Christmas. Denisha says I did a lot of research, also read quite a few reviews. Very good. Delana says it's easy to get the cheapest, but later you will want to upgrade and you end up spending more money. In a lot of instances, that is true. Mylene says the Cricut was easy to learn. Daughter-in-law had a Cricut and loved it. Kids gifted your first one on Mother's Day 5 years ago. Cricut Maker 3, looking on YouTube, everyone was talking about Cricut. Yes, they were. Audrey's Living Life. Hey, honey, most bang for your buck. I know, right? Brother brand, because a coworker ran across it at a great price. Yes. Shay Shay. She learned about a largest you could afford without being homeless. Right? Right. Right. I have all the crafting machines upgraded slowly. That's what I had to do. If I would have had my Epson ET 15,000, there would have been no need to get the Epson 2760. That's true. The brand name Janome I have used before, and they have great customer service. Yes. Thank you, Jacqueline. Linda says, I started with Cricut almost 20 years ago because I was a scrapbooker and paper crafter. It was easiest and most affordable. Yes. Zelda says, when you started Cricut, it's what was easy to learn. You have Husqvarna. Got tired of changing thread and bought a 10 needle. Very awesome. Sheila says, couldn't pass up the price. She paid for her Burnett. Ms. Gail says, the program color and print size is what told her to get the SG 1000. Started with the Cricut that was in the box 2 years ago until I saw the London. And Mylene, that's true, Delonda. She says, I wish I had gotten the Epson printer with a larger print setting. Hey, Shakita. So this is the thing. When you are in the market to expand, then you have to do your research and you have to do what works for you. And each person has their own reason for making the decision to purchase whatever it is that they've decided to purchase. I started with a single needle brother 1600 3 years ago. It's a 6x10. He was watching Angela Jasmina's live videos. I was learning how the brother worked before I got it, plus lots of other videos. Geneva says, I have Cricut because that's all I knew. Then I have 3 Cricuts, but I had the very first Cricut. And then Sheila got my Sawgrass 1000 because I didn't want to spend all that money to convert just to lose it all if something went wrong. And that was my thing as well. That's why we got the Sawgrass, because I did convert and I was in tears in a lot of instances. I hope that's not I think that's sounds like a hornet or something, and y'all know how I am with my glue. Let me get my glue ready in case that's what that is over there. But I hear it in the window. I hope he's on the outside. You just purchased an ET2800. Purchased yesterday because you've always wanted to try it, and my 7710 kept acting up, and you had an order to get out today. Congratulations on your new ET2800. Hello. Yes, Miss Nene. Yes. You have an old Morse sewing machine, which still works. Then 2 baby locks and 3 brothers, each time going larger hoop size. Cricut because I was trying to teach granddaughter on her Cricut. Yeah, he's on the outside because he's over here on this window now. So this is the thing, that the reason why I asked, because each person has their own reason for why they feel like what it is that they're purchasing has value. Each person has their own reason for why they feel like something is a good value. Let me give you a for instance. So with Yanni here, my embroidery machine, I have a 5x7 embroidery machine already, and I have a 4x4 embroidery machine, single needle. So some would think, why would she buy another embroidery machine? Well, this one has a 6x10 embroidery hoop, and that's what made it valuable to me. One of the reasons that made it valuable. And for this project, I'm doing the exact same thing. So you guys will get to see the steps that I'm going through are the exact same steps that I did before. What color am I gonna go with? We got purple ribbon. Do I know purple? Yeah, got purple. So that's one of the reasons that I chose this machine. The other reason, of course, as you all know all too well, the other reason I chose this machine is that a Martelli, yes, it is the rotary cutter. I am in love with how easy it is to use it, Miss Sharon Davenport. I am in love with how I don't know how big this sucker is outside my window, but he is he has to be massive. Hey, Reza. So you guys know, and I've mentioned it many times, full transparency, why I purchased this machine is because, of course, it's purple. So just an FYI, and I don't have any other reason really to tell you other than the fact that this is what I wanted. This machine has a twin. This is the B79, but it's the Yaya Hunt edition. So they have a B70 and a B79 that's not, they have a B79 rather, sorry, that is not a Yaya Han edition. It's the regular machine. In order to purchase this machine, it was $500, I think, $500 to $600 more than the regular B79. Why? Because this is a specialty machine, color wise, and it came with additional features because of the designer that they partnered with to sponsor this machine. Matter of fact, here is an extra kit of extra sewing machine feet that came with this machine. So I have extra feet that came with this machine. It has a book with her on it, and the book goes into detail about all the different feet to tell you how to use them, what you would use them for, the whole kit and caboodle. But I had to pay more for it. And some people probably would not have done that. They probably would have felt like that was more than they wanted to spend just because of some person and her name. But I felt like that was a really good value. The same goes for those of you who purchase your sawgrass, for instance. Some people are like, there's no way in the world I would pay all that money for sawgrass when I can get an ET 15,000, put some sublimation ink in it, and make it work and still do sublimation. So they're spending all that extra money for no good reason. But they have a good reason why they want that sawgrass. And the reason is, it was their choice and their decision to purchase it. I'm going to get the one you have, your skip stitch. What do you mean skip stitch, my dear? What do you mean skip stitch? I want to make sure I understand you properly before I answer that question. Hey, Martha Jordan. Ooh, San Antonio. I hope you had fun with your 5-year-old grandson. Him's a big boy now. So that is a question that I wanted to entertain with you guys, because value, what one person feels is a good value, is what that one person perceives. And similarly, I can go to Walmart and I can purchase a pocketbook at Walmart, and I can put my stuff in my Walmart pocketbook just as easily as I could put my stuff in a Louis Vuitton pocketbook. I do not own a Louis Vuitton. I'm just saying, if you own a Louis Vuitton, who am I to tell you that you are not a wise person to buy that purse because of the brand name, and because of the material that goes in it, and because of the designer that designed the purse, and yada yada, XYZ, ABC. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That's the question that I need answered. Do you understand where I'm coming from with that? Does that make sense to you? Because apparently it doesn't make sense to some people as to why you would want to spend your money and why I would pay extra for this versus buying a lesser version or the same version but just not the designer edition. I pray it's not a nest. Do you have hornet? Yes, I do have a spray, and the guy came yesterday to spray the house, all around the house and all that jazz. And girl, I look at them stupid hornets and I just walk out the door and I'm like, whatever. If you sting me, you just sting me. Ain't nothing I can do about it, because if y'all gonna be pissed off, y'all gonna be pissed off. But for the most part, they've been okay. They come in here and I just watch them, and I don't run and flail and none of that stuff. I learned that doesn't help me. I just watch them, and when I see them get to a low place and they start to hover like they're looking for something, girl, that's when I get my 505 spray and I glue them, and they can't do nothing else after that. That's during the day. Yolanda says, "True, your money, Stacy. It makes sense." Marlene, "Yes, your money. Spend it on what you want." Shay said, "Period." So there are instances where you may have folks that don't agree with where you spend your money, and they don't agree that it's a good value as to where you spend your money. But I'm here to tell you, that's up to you. As long as you feel like it's valuable. If you want a brother and you think brother is the better option, then buy you a brother, fam. I'm not about to be mad at you. If you want to get a Burnett, spend your money, fam. I'm not mad at you. If you want to do a Melco and go multi-needle because the single needle life is not your life, I'm not mad at you. Go for it. Matter of fact, I'll find somebody that you can talk to that will explain what the situation is with the Melco and how good it works and all the positives and the perks at it, because I'm not about to tell you that you're wrong for spending your money the way you want to. And keep in mind, there's a lot of folks out here who want to tell you that where you spend your money is not smart, when that's not true. Because however you choose to spend your money is your business. And if you feel like it's a good value, if you feel like it's a good brand, if you feel like you're getting a good deal, then it's none of your business where I spend my money. So I'm saying that to say, if you want to find a good value of an embroidery machine, if you want to find a good value, like people ask, what's a good printer to buy? I don't know what printer. Should I get the 15,000? Should I get the this? Should I get the that? Do your research and find out what points are super important to you so that you can get the best value for your money. And what, or you may not care. I know a guy, I kid you not. I know him very well. He's in the Charlotte area. He owns several businesses. Very well off. Nice guy. Very astute businessman. Very astute. And he wanted to expand his business. And he wanted a print shop. So he wanted to be able... Whoa, that sounded terrible. That's up here. What is going on? Oh, you know what, y'all? I need a... I'm gonna have to get me a net one day. So he wanted to expand his business, and expanding his business, he was like, yeah, I want to get me an embroidery machine, because right now I do print and I want to add embroidery. And I was like, bruh, I got you, fam. Guess what? You can get a red line. A red line is only da 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 da. He was, no, I don't want a red line. I'm pretty sure he said he wanted a Melco. Pretty sure that's what he said. But then he turns around and he says, you know what? It doesn't matter I want the most expensive thing out there. And I was like, wait a minute, what? You want the most expensive thing out there? And then at that point, I was like, you know what? Bruh is playing a game that I'm not equipped for. So if he wants to spend his money hardcore like that, by all means, I'm not mad at you, because at least you got the money to spend it that way. I didn't. And I'm not mad at him for having it. But that's what he wanted. I was like, okay. And guess what he did? He bought the expensive machine that he thought was the most expensive machine out there. He bought one and he started doing embroidery in his print shop. He also runs a glass repair business, towing business, gambling hall. Well, he used to do a gambling. He runs a ton of businesses. But with that print shop, he was determined that what his value was price. If it was more expensive, he had to have it. I'm not about to judge old buddy because he got it like that. I didn't. So I'm not mad at him. But the problem is sometimes we entertain the opinions of others to tell us that how we spend our money is not wise. I'm not about to tell you. I'm not about to tell you that. That expensive machine didn't come with a net. What do you mean a net? Do you mean a net? Man, my thing fell out. That's crazy. Stacy Collins says you looked at mail code. Happy Japan. Red line with home on multiple needles all day today. Still researching. Please keep researching, Stacy, because that's a lot of money to invest. You want to make sure that your investment is sound. And you want to make sure that you get the value that you are looking for at the end of the day. That's a decision only you can make. Oh, for my thread? Yeah, it did came with nets. I'm pretty sure it did. Now, Carrie, what did I do with the bag that those parts came in? What did I do with the bag that those parts came in? That's the $1 million question. And the other question I want to ask is, why did I forget to add my tab? Okay, so if you forget to add your tab, so I forgot to add my little tabby thing, and I could just make another one, I guess, because I do have another purple zipper. But I could pick these stitches out right here. Oh, wrong camera. I can pick these stitches out right here and just add a tab. But I'm not feeling like doing that right now. Do I have a connection for a creator who makes embroidery applique designs? Vitter, I believe he does do applique. I think, actually, Shay. Let me research that, Shay. I know, actually, Ramona McKee. I know Ramona does. Ramona McKee, MCKEE. Look her up on Facebook. I know she does. Because she's teaching at the Applique Getaway. She's teaching a class about applique. And she does digitize. Or she used to. She used to digitize. She might still digitize. So here is the second embroidery pouch. Just that quick. But we don't have issues, we meaning myself, others in the embroidery group. I'm sorry, in the embroidery group, in our Facebook group, here in the chat. Yes, that is correct. Shay, that is her. That's how you spell it. We don't have any issues suggesting to you what we have, what we do, what we enjoy, what we like about it, what we don't like about it. Because that's what we do. Family tends to look out for each other, help each other make sound decisions, and tell opinion. And I tell you what, in this day and age, opinions are not, there's no shortage of opinions. You can get an opinion all over the place, whether you want it or not, unfortunately. And sometimes folks tend to forget that that's your opinion isn't always necessary. But even though everyone has a right to their opinion, but just because you have a right to it doesn't mean I have to agree with it. Because you don't know my story and why that opinion may not work for me. So we need to keep that in mind as well. And it helps if your opinion, you be courteous with your opinion. People are more willing to listen to you when you are courteous and not nasty. So keep that in mind too. Okay, so yeah, there were a lot of really bad storms yesterday. I was watching that on What's the Face. So hopefully everybody didn't everybody made it through safely. All right, so this time, even though I forgot my little keychain tab, I did, however, remember to flip my little zipper lever up, so my little zipper tab is up. So I'm just gonna do the same thing I did with the other one. Tish, yes, we have done freestanding lace on this channel. I love freestanding lace. Matter of fact, it's up there. I'll show it to you here in a second. And then we'll take a field trip to the multi-needle machines, and I'll show you those. And then we'll start wrapping up. We got about 30 minutes. I could do another bag, the bigger bag. I'd have to change my hoop to the bigger hoop, which is not an issue. But Stacy, yes, Tish, yes, the in the hoop projects are my favorite. Freestanding lace is one of them. They canceled our school for tomorrow, so apparently we get bad weather in the morning. Oh no. Oh, we don't get bad weather. I'm about tired of bad weather personally. But the rain. It looked like it was going to rain this evening when we got back in town, but it didn't, thank goodness. The closest was 30 miles. Oh, God, that is scary. That's so scary. All right, so here is our second zipper pouch. Holler. So this one, let's see if it's big enough to put a pin in. Yep, we can put some pins in here. I can put my snippers in. Would my snippers fit in the other one? Nope, that's too big for the other one. Put my snippers in here. Holler. Super cute. All right. Easy to make. It has a zipper. You can put in a zipper if you never thought you could do one before now. Well, guess what? As long as you got an embroidery machine, you can put in a zipper. And as I showed you, even though this is the 5x7 version, this is a 4x4 version. So you can do a lot of projects with that 4x4 hoop. This is a super cute bag. And you can find a font that will put a name right here and make it where it's a customized pouch. I could put a name right here if I wanted to. I just didn't program it into the thing. We're going to set that right there. We're going to clean up this mess. Let's see, what time do I have? I got 30 minutes, y'all. Do you want to do another zipper pouch, or do you want to go? Because if we go look at the other embroidery machines, I mean, it really isn't anything super fancy to look at. But if you're curious about seeing a multi-needle machine up close, then we can do that. We're going to take the phone down and go walk over there to it. Learning to crochet. Oh, I love crochet. I don't get to do it much anymore. Super cute video that you can go back to. Yeah, and I can change the camera back to front facing and show you the steps again if you would like to see those steps. All right, so here is the bigger hoop. This is a 6x10. So let's move this because I'm gonna have to move this forward again when it's time. Let me see, is this wide enough? I can't remember. Barely. Let's see if we can't make this work. Hey, Claudette Carr. Yep, that works. All right, so we're going to hoop this the same way we do all the stabilizer. I'm going to take my tear away stabilizer. I'm going to lay it on the hoop just like so. Make sure I'm covering the bracket all the way around. And then I'm going to slide this in just like so. This is just barely too small for this hoop, but I'm going to use it anyways. and then we're gonna lock it in place. This hoop has a latch lock to completely tighten the hoop. Not all brands, embroidery machine brands have that. All right, so I'm gonna move this forward so that it has room. All right, and so now I'm going to go here. I'm gonna delete this out, and then we're going to add the embroidery design, and I think it was this one, and it is. And so now we're going to start this one. Same principle. Let me change the camera so that you can see it from the front. And again, the link to this design is in the description below. Okay. So again, super easy project. Number one, we hooped our tearaway stabilizer. Number two, we want to get a zipper. I'm going to go back with purple because I have purple ribbon. It's the only reason we're going with purple. And because I love purple. I wish I had a lavender zipper. Let me see, is this one long enough? This one is a 14-inch zipper, so it should be long enough. So we are now doing the 6x10 bag, and it says the zipper at least 10 inches. Okay. Now she put a size 5 zipper. This pattern comes with, she wants you to use the size 5. And size 5 is wider than this. But I haven't been using a size 5. I've been using this one, which I don't know what size you would call this. I think it's a 2 or something like that. The only downside to using this instead of size 5 is you have to make sure that it is it's going to stitch right at the bare edge of the zipper, so it has to be centered. That's the only thing. Oh, you want to see the screen? Okay, let's show you the screen. Okay. Can you see that, or do I need to come in closer, Shay Shay? Let's see if I can come in closer. Hang on. Whoops. Okay. Ta-da! So let us go out. Actually, I'm gonna delete it for right now. Okay, so right now there's a blank thing. All right, so I need to add my embroidery design. So I'm gonna hit the plus sign right here. And here are the 3 designs. This is the 4x4. This one is the 5x7. And this one is the 6x10. So I'm going to touch the 6x10. And I have to hold it for whatever reason. Yeah, there we go. It wants to act up. All right. And then, so now it's loaded. Let's see. You see that? I'm trying to think how to get this where you can see. There we go. A little bit better. So you can see the design on the hoop. Whoops, I moved it. I do like that about this machine. Like, I can move the design around and stuff. And I can tell it where to move the things. Which is super cool. I do like that. And so here is the design. So I'm close that out. To get back to that, I hit the I button, and then I can delete it right there. That's super neat. But here's my design. And then right here, it shows my steps. So I have 6 steps, but this one, we don't stitch it. We just ignore that. So we have 5 steps. She put this in so that the presser foot will go off to the side and not hit the zipper. So that's why she programmed that in there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, you can click in here and change your colors to what thread color you want. I ignore that because I just know I'm going to change my thread color manually. And then you go right here to this needle at the bottom to start the stitch process. And it tells you, you got 5 minutes is how long it's going to take to do it. And this first step is going to be a minute or less. I can back stitches up right here. I can, right now it's trimming jump stitches. I can cut that off where it won't trim my stitch, but I want that. And then right here, I can change the colors to all one color. No need to do that. This one is where I can change the hoop. And right here, I think this is the tack down, where it goes all the way around. Let me do something real quick, y'all. I don't like that. Where it will go all the way around and it will hold fabric down. I forget what that's called right now. Because when I touched that, it shifted it, and I didn't want it off center in the hoop, so that's why I reloaded it. But and that is my screen. Can I raise camera? Oh, sorry. What did you miss? What did you want to see? Ooh. What did you want to see? Sorry. My bad, Sheila. My bad. So what did you miss? Like, this is where I would change the colors. That's 5 minutes. This color is 1 minute, but the whole thing should take about 5 minutes to stitch. This is where I can go backwards and forwards, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I can manipulate where it goes by touching on the screen. I don't want to do that because it's going to mess me up. Because I am kind of like still learning this thing. And then this is where I would change the hoop. And then this is, I'm pretty sure this is where, yeah, where, so this tells it to stitch a, what is it called? I forget what it's called right now, where it will tack down, like if I had a piece of fabric on here that I was going to stitch and I didn't want it to move, I can touch that and it will stitch an outline all the way around the complete outside of the embroidery project that I'm doing. Basting stitch. Thank you, Tish. Holler. I love y'all. Y'all come through for having a clutch. So that's what these buttons are. I didn't talk about these over here because usually with the embroidery, you don't mess with these buttons very much. This button here just tells you what embroidery foot you have on. This one tells you what hoop you have on. I'm sorry, needle plate. This one tells what needle plate is on the machine. This one tells what foot is on the machine. This one is where you deal with your needle, change out your needle. Like, I can tell this machine that I'm using a ballpoint needle or a sharp needle or the double needle. See how that goes? And this is also the plates and stuff. And then this one is my stitch length and my tension and stuff like that. But I don't mess with any of that when I'm dealing with embroidery. This is all for sewing. I have like a bunch of layers, but it depends on how you upload the design. Yeah, so right here, right here is your layers button. So here's the files, here's the layers, here's your colors, and here's where the embroidery design is so that you can stitch. So if you go back to your layers, I can add another layer right here to the embroidery by pressing the positive button. And so like I can add this to it as well. Let's see if it'll do it. I don't know why this is, I'm doing something wrong with this, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. So see, now it has this embroidery design, which I was doing at first. Why is it blurry? And now it has the 4x4 design right here. See, it changes, but it added it. Let me go in. There you go. So, sorry, y'all. I can't. There we go. So this is the first one. Let's go back to the first layer. That's the first layer, which is that one. And then this layer right here is the 4x4, but I don't want that 4x4 on top of the 5x7. You see, I don't know why it does the layers like that. But I can hit the I button and I can see this is, I'm sorry, this is the 4x4. This is the first one. Yeah, see, that's the bigger one. Sorry. But this one is the 4x4 because that's the second one I added. So I can hit the trash can and take it off because I don't want the 4x4 on there. I just want this 5x7. So that's how you remove layers. Crispy Bacon could do it. Yes, you can add a name. Okay, Carrie, that's smart. So I can add a name, but I don't know how to add it just yet. I don't know how to add it where it is like break this up into layers and then tell it when to go and stitch the other. I haven't gotten that advanced with it yet. I'm looking forward to it because I do love the machine. It's been fun using it for the time that I've been using it. So yeah, I do love it. I do hope to have some more stuff to do with it as time progresses. But for right now, I've just been kind of busy, and I'll be super busy coming the next few days because of the applique getaway that we're going to. So at this point, the first step is stitching the outline of the pouch. So let's go ahead and do that. And then here's my zipper. While that's stitching, I'm going to be getting my 2" by 11" pieces of stuff. And I'm going to have to cut more because it used up my last one. Alright, and it said 2" by 11. That's a little bit wider than 2", but it's no worries. Being a little bit wider doesn't hurt anything with this project. Uh-oh. Oh no! What was in the way? I had stuff in the way. This machine is big. It is a big baby. Alright, so let's cut this. And then cut this piece. All right. So now what I need to do is, so here is the massive pouch, right? So now that I have this section and this section, this is the right side of the pouch, this is the left, and we need to put the zipper down the middle, okay? So what I'm going to do is set this right here, and I'm going to put the zipper right smack dab the absolute center of this design, okay? And we're going to get some tape and tape it down so that it stays in place. I know Crispy Bacon can. That's why he can do the Rubik's Cube super quickly. All right, and I'm just going to turn this around and tape this on the other side, like so. And really quick, I want to let you guys know that in the hoop group and also here on YouTube, I have another video talking about the applique getaway. When you get a chance, definitely check that out. So now we're going to stitch this zipper down in place. But the applique getaway will be in Irving, Texas, and it will be the end of June. So if you can make it, definitely do so. We will have a bling fling there. It's going to be a very small version of our bling party. I'm trying to learn so I can teach my campers in June. Oh no, it tore again. Why did it tear again? Uh-oh. Y'all, I'm not going to be able to do this. There, yep, it's got a, look. It's telling me that the bobbin is messed up, so I'm gonna have to redo this. So we're not gonna be able to do this one tonight because I have 40. I'm at 10:47. So I'm sorry, we're gonna have to skip this one. So let me I'll do this much though. For those, if you're in here and you're not familiar with the if you're not familiar with embroidery machines and multi-needle machines, I'm just going to show you real quick one up close. Um, and I guess I could turn the camera, but that's drama. Okay, so here is my red line. It's not on right now, but when you're talking about a multi-needle machine, this is what we mean. These are all of the needles on this machine. You see each one has a needle, sewing needle right there. There's one right there. There's one right there. This one has 15 needles. And so because it has 15 needles, I could put 15 spools of thread. So one spool per color. And as you see, it's dusty because I haven't been using it. And when I do use it, it gets dusty. But each spool corresponds with a needle. So if I have a design that's say purple and orange, then I could use needle number 1 for that shade of orange, or number 2 for that shade of orange, and then number 14 for this shade of purple, or so on and so forth. And then this multi-needle over here is the brother. It's 6 needles. And as you see, I was working on my Grammy shirt, and this one has 6 needles. And so you can do a multi-needle machine as well if you can swing it, because multi-needle machines are like that red line. You could probably get that one right now for 8,000 roughly, delivered. And then you roughly, don't quote me on that. And then you have some multi-needle machines, and that's 15 needles. And then you have some multi-needle machines that are upwards in the 15, 16, $24,000. So again, I felt like the red line was a good value for me, because that's what, you know, my pocketbook could stand, versus some of these other machines that cost way more, even with payments, because um there's a lot of machines that offer payments and financing and all that cool stuff, and that's all well and good if you can swing it. Okay, so let's change this. We'll do there we go. Okay, and so, oh, let me get the pouches. I left them. All right, and so that's that. Um, if you, whatever equipment it is that you're looking to invest in, and that even covers your rhinestones, because there are other vendors out there that sell rhinestones. There are. I'm not the only one. It's just, for us, we've created a brand. We have packaging that reflects the beauty of our rhinestones. The packaging, it's an investment. All of it is. Everything that we do is an investment. And that goes for even folks who want to go to, like whoever it was earlier that was mentioned, she's learning how to crochet. There are skeins of thread that you can go get from Walmart for a couple of dollars, but then there are specialty yarn shops where you're paying 25, 30, $40 for a skein of yarn, because of what the value is that applies to it. And it boils down to whatever it is that we want to invest in. If you want some guidance, there's all kind of folks in our group that will point you to what it is that you're looking for, that you want to invest in. And you may find out that, this person over here has this brand of machine that you never thought of before, and that one fits what you want and what brand you align with. Not everybody's going to align with every brand. That's okay. That is definitely okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So just keep in mind though to, be cautious when you're telling people, no, that's not a good brand to go with, when other people have tried that brand, they enjoy that brand, that's the brand they want to go with, and they'll, you know, tell you all the good things about it because that's the brand that they love. So, be cautious telling folks that they're wrong for purchasing a certain brand. FYI. But at any rate, here is the 5x7 pouch. So if you wanted to go with a 5x7 machine, I didn't stitch this with the brother 5x7 But that doesn't mean I don't love my brother embroidery machine, because I do. I love my Yaya Han embroidery machine. But I also know for a fact my 5x7, which is down here on that bottom shelf, will stitch this just as beautifully as the Yaya Han did. It just won't be stitching it with purple equipment. That's the only difference. Um, but the 5x7 machine will stitch this, and it'll stitch it out beautifully. Then this is also the little 4x4 pouch, which is super cute. You totally could personalize these. I meant to get, I have a little heart in rhinestones that I meant to press on here, but we didn't get to that part. Um, but you can embellish these with stones if you wanted to, because some of this vinyl that you would use, you can use stones on them, the Hotfix stones. So just keep that in mind as well. But this one is super cute, and this one is too. I had fun making those. Those are so easy. It's simple. You stitch it out, you lay the zipper, make sure that zipper is completely centered and face up. Then it'll stitch the zipper in place. You take one side of the vinyl, lay it on one side of the zipper, make sure it's not all the way up against the zipper teeth. It'll stitch that in place all the way around. Then you do the other side, it'll stitch that in place all the way around, pull the zipper to the middle, and then lay the back piece face down on the back and stitch the final step, which is step number 5. Then after that, take it off, cut it out, and your pouch is ready to turn inside out, and it will be done. If you missed all of that, I did do that step by step with this video. Just hit the rewind button and you'll be able to see it. Or you can go to the YouTube page, Designs by Little B, who created this, and she has a step by step video as well that you can watch and follow. So I'm not the only person that does this pouch. You can watch them as well. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. Again, don't forget that you can go to the Rhinestone Mechanic by the link in the description below and get some awesome, gorgeous rhinestone designs, super cute rhinestone designs for $5 for a limited time. It's only for the next 24 hours. Then the price goes up. But there's also a mystery box there for $2 that stays $2 all the time. You can always grab those $2 mystery boxes and get some really cute designs in there as well. Let me go back up and make sure. Sharon Davenport, do they come out and service the red line, or do you have to take it in? So that's another point with these multi-needle machines that a lot of people don't realize. The red lines, this is considered an industrial machine. The industrial machine does not thread itself. Usually those types of machines, they're made for hardcore, non-stop, full-time, 100 hats, and then turn around and do 200 sweatshirts without breaking a sweat, without tearing up anything. That's what these machines are made for. But you generally service your own machine unless you know of somebody who will come out and service it for you, but you would have to make those arrangements. The manufacturer doesn't have anybody to come service your machine. Melco is the exception that I'm aware of, where they will definitely send someone to help you with your machine, or FaceTime or something like that. Redline will help walk you through servicing of your machine. A lot of these industrial machines will do that. They'll have someone that'll talk you through how to fix it, or they have a video that they'll send you a link to that you can watch to fix the machine, so on and so forth. The brother, however, they don't want you fixing any of that. You got to take that in. And it's not a heavy, I mean, it's not a light machine, as I'm sure you can imagine. But I have to take that right on down to Charlotte, an hour and a half trip, drop it off, wait a couple of weeks, and then go pick it up. So I'll have downtime while that machine is in the shop being serviced. Whereas this one, they create this that you service it yourself to avoid that downtime, because they know time is money. So the time that it takes for you to have this in a shop somewhere, you're losing money. You can't get orders out. So they're going to walk you through fixing that yourself. As I mentioned, Melco is different as well, but I don't know how quickly they'll come and service it. Let us see. Jump stitches are digitized into the design. You're asking if that machine does cut stitches. Yes, especially if it's digitized in there. If that's what you were asking, I apologize. I didn't go back to check that. I apologize. What is the largest hoop size for the red line? Let's look it up because it's massive. And it's way back there in the corner because I never use it. It's something like 22 by 19 or something insane. It's massive, but they also have a patch frame that's about the same size, if not bigger, where you can do multiple patches on one really big. I mean, the frame is like big. So let me look that up really quickly. I'm gonna try and get, if there are any other questions, let me know in the chat and I'll try and get back to them. We got about 3 minutes, even though Miss McCracken's ain't on tonight, so I have time if I wanted to be late. Let's share screen. I thought about getting the new red line because it's Wi-Fi now. I would love to have Wi-Fi, but it's no worries. My machine works. The max embroidery area is 24 by 16. 24 by 16. $8,800 for the red line. Thank you, Stacy. Let me see. Let's scroll down. The price usually is right here. There we go. Oh, sold out right now. But the 6th generation, oh, this is the new one. The 6th generation is the new one. $79.95 according to this one. But that does not include probably shipping. Shay, yes, this is one of the easiest in the hoop projects that it's a few steps and that's it. All right, let me come down. I did not see that. I apologize. Hey, Miss Sherry Davenport, thank you for the super chat. Holler. Yes, honey. Yeah. She said when you got 23 different reds, it makes no sense. No, it makes sense to me. It makes perfect sense to me because I promise you, one of the things that I used to go through is when a customer comes with a project and they're like, I need to match this color thread. You got to match that color thread, fam. And just to show you, I showed this the other day, I think. But just to show you, like, Madeira is one of my favorite thread brands because I had customers that were so finicky about their thread colors, and it was like, how am I gonna find, because I was getting threads from Metro and they have great thread, but I was struggling to get certain colors. This is Madeira, their poly neon, which is your regular embroidery thread, works perfect for everything. They have the big spools for that machine. They have the smaller spools for the little machines. And then they even have the small spools, like what you would see on a sewing machine. They have all the spools. I love my B79. But this is their thread color book. Check this out. If you haven't seen it before, I've shown it before, but look at the colors. And I'm gonna tell you, I had to do this just the other day. I had to pull this out just the other day. Look at all those colors. I don't even know how many colors that is, and I don't even want to try and count. But this is all of their poly neon 40 weight. Actually, they do 40 weight, 60 weight, and 75 weight, but some colors don't come in all of those weights, and they're marked if it does come with all of those weights. But this is like, you can buy I have so much Madeira thread, it does not make sense. But let me show you what I went through. Okay, matter of fact, let's switch to over there. I'm gonna show you what I was doing. Settings, yeah, let's go here and then let's go here. I'm gonna show you what I was doing because I did want you to see one of the projects that you can do with a 4x4 embroidery machine and make money, and pretty darn good money at that. Hold on, y'all, because this is a big baby. All right, I had to set her down carefully, careful, L-Y. What did I do with it? I'm about to fight myself. I'm about to fight myself. I'm about to fight myself because I just had it right here. Hold on. Okay, so here is, oh, look, I found some thread that dissolves in water. I thought that was super cool. But here's the Madeira thread I went to get, but I need to show you why I got that thread. Fam, where is it? Y'all know how I am. I got stuff everywhere. So hold on a moment. Where did I put my baby's thing? Now watch it be right up under my nose. That's usually how it goes for me. It's right here somewhere, and I just gotta find it. Oh, guess what? I just found. I am mad at myself. Hilarious. Not even what I was looking for, but I was looking for this earlier. Remember I said, where's my bag of stuff? What's in there? Right there up front. The net. This is the bag of stuff for the Yaya Holland. I'm forever losing things in my studio because it's just so much stuff everywhere. And I need to restructure, re-clean up, all that jazz. Hang on, y'all. I'm sorry. What did I do with my baby's thing? This is crazy. I just had it earlier before I came on live. Now tell me, why did I take it all the way in the kitchen? What kind of sense did that make? Anyways, so here's my baby's thing. My little boo-boo, my bean. Even though I don't know that he can fit this, and chunky thighs might can't fit this. I'm gonna show you. But I made one that's brown, but I gave it to his dad, and I told him take a picture of my baby in it, and he ain't done it yet. So I'm gonna have to make another one, right? So my thing was I wanted to match perfectly to this color. And because I wanted tone on tone, and I didn't want it darker. So like this is darker, even though this would be cute. Don't get it twisted. This would be really cute. The tone matches it almost perfectly. It really does. And I think it would be cute to put his little initials. I was putting his monogram on there. I even showed it to Sheila because she saw it. But that was the brown one. This is this color. So I did not have this color. So I went to a quilt shop, and I thought they had Madeira. They didn't. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe that could work. And it can. To me, I think it's going to be too light. I'm not sure. But I came home and I grabbed my thread card, and this is pretty much how that works. You lay it, see it flips up. See how it flips up, and you lay it next to your threads, and you find the color that matches perfectly, or what you want, to your garment. And so like that color 1736 probably could work. 1736 right there. I can also come on this side and see if one of these on this side could work. But that's what this color card is for. That's what you would do. And what I would do myself personally is show this to my customer when they came to the shop. And I was like, okay, what color are you looking for? Because here are your options. And so they would, say, oh, that's the color. Like the AKAs, like they were super specific about what green and what pink. You know what I'm saying? Which is perfect. I'm fine. You pick it out so that you can be happy. And that's what I appreciate about Madeira and their color spread. Now, I'm sure there are other color card companies that have a nice spread really similar. But I found that Madeira, for me, through the years, up until now, because I haven't went with anybody else yet, but for me through the years, they fit
all those in between colors that I couldn't find anywhere else. And so that's what I ended up doing, and I need to do this. But saying that also to say is, if you can find these, some little outfits like this, putting a monogram or a heart or a baby's a little name or initials on this is 4x4 friendly. This is perfect for a 4x4. Fam, do you not know these parents would pay to have this done? If all you have is a 4x4 machine, find a supplier of these. We have one in our group, and make one. Find a cutest little baby that you can find to put this on and take a picture. I'm listen, listen. Matter of fact, let's listen over here. Listen, Linda, listen. Let's flip you over. Listen, Linda. Listen. Where's that?
Yeah, listen, Linda, listen. Come on now. Through the years, even with the rhinestones, I don't care what nobody says. I really don't care what anybody says, because I know what my goal has always been. Whether it's for the embroidery part of this show, whether it's for the sublimation part of this show, whether it's part of, number one, I want you to learn and have fun. That's first and foremost. But number two, if you're wanting to make money, I'm telling you the things that you can do to make money. If you want to, you don't have to. I want you to have fun first. But if you are looking to actually generate some income, come on, come on now. A cute picture of a little baby with this. Babies are born all the daggone time, and these parents want the cutest that they can find, and custom is always better. So if you have a 4x4 machine, you can stitch something on this and you can make money off of these. All you need is to show the different color options that are available and show the little design that you put on it. Put it on the cutest little face, even though cutest little face is subjective. I'm partial. I believe I have the cutest little face that comes to see me on the regular basis. And when I put this on him, everybody around here melts. He's just so adorable. And them little chunky thighs coming out down here is just, it seals the deal. I'm just saying. So stuff like this, you can do this. You can definitely do it. You just have to want that. And even with our stones, wholesale, you might not feel like the wholesale is value. That's you, fam. I'm okay with that. You don't have to agree. But I know what other options are available out there. And I also know what others have to go through to get wholesale on their own. I take all of that out of the middleman, out of the way. Well, not middleman. I take all of that guesswork and the stress and the customs and all of that mess out of the way and do it for you. And if you don't agree with that, that's on you. I'm okay with that. So, yes, at any rate, I order some of them, and yes, they will definitely pay for them. Yeah, for their babies, they definitely do. So, at any rate, it's 10 minutes after. Thank you guys. I'm going to go check on the hubby because, again, like I said, it's been a tough day for him. And I also have to get ready for the work day tomorrow because we got a lot of work to do, and I'm super excited. Oh, I didn't even get to show y'all something. Oh my God. Well, how many? Okay. Some people gonna miss out, but they probably don't care. Where's my other one? I don't know what I did with the other one. I want to show y'all something super cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet, or how I'm gonna. If anybody wants them, I don't know how to distribute them. But look, y'all. It's a McQuacken's pen. How cute is he? He's super cute. So we got a metal pen of McQuacken's, and we also got some little pins of diamonds, because diamonds are a girl's best friend. It has the purple ones too, but I don't know what I did with the purple one. It must have been knocked down or something. But here's the purple one. I don't know if you can see that. Super cute. Super, super cute. we've got a lot of stuff that we've been working on and trying to invest in and try to do and all of that stuff. And there's been a lot going on trying to make certain moves to bring some cool stuff to y'all and let y'all have some fun. And I'm enjoying life and finding cool new things. Look at that. How cute is that? Look at the little piano in there. So now I need to get a some kind of bling pool or something like that. That would be cute. And then Mr. McCray, he's a little bit big for this pouch, unless I put him down here and then you can't zipper him. You can't zipper past him or whatever. But yeah, we got some pins. So I'll let you know how we're going to distribute them. I don't know. Because I thought about putting them in the buy-in packages as gifts is what I originally thought. But I got to see now. Because a couple of things have changed. So I'll let you know. At any rate, I'll let you know ASAP because I know folks want to be aware of it. But at any rate, you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for hanging out. 13 minutes past the hour. I had fun. And again, going back to what we talked about with what you purchase and what machine, what equipment. It ain't just about the embroidery machines. Whatever equipment, whatever investment that you decide to go with, do your research and find out what is valuable to you. And once you determine what's valuable to you, what you feel is the better value for your life situation, for your budget, for your future, for your growth, for your expansion. Once you lay all of your goals out and you check those off every time you do your research and you're like, okay, this machine, this company, yes, they can do this for me. They can do that for me. I like that. This is something that I'm looking for. I'm looking for that kind of warranty. This fits into my budget. And I think this is big enough for what I plan to expand for. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise because they don't know you. They don't know your life situation. Okay. So, and once you get what you want and you're happy with it, then that's all that matters. Okay. So thank you guys. You guys have a great night. And if you have any other questions, feel free to shoot us an email or holler at us in our Facebook group. Okay. So you guys have a great night and we will holler at you guys on the next go round. Bye.
How would you define luxury? Your purchase of our rhinestones has put extravagance right at your fingertips. Here at the Baby's Booty, we are taking the standard of luxury and bringing it directly to you. Introducing the perfect companion to your luxe rhinestones, the Baby's Booty Ice Boxes. Our ice boxes are in the perfect sizes to complement your order. Each color in your purchase will be labeled and packaged in these elegant acrylic boxes, ready to display your luxury stones for everyone to see. The Baby's Booty Ice Box, where our bling is the finer thing.